Well, here we are once again back in the lakes. We're just above Dunmail Raise. You can see, probably just see the cars going past. We're on our way up Raise Beck. It's Tuesday morning, 26th of May. It's about 9:10. Waiting at the bus stop earlier, it was quite cool, but it isn't cool now, and it's not going to get any cooler, although it shouldn't be too bad at the top of Helvellyn, which is our ultimate destination. So we're heading up Raise Beck and then up to Dollywagon Pike and then to Nethermost Pike and then to the Big Beast itself. Just opposite you can see Steel Fell, which is a bit of a can't think of a polite word, but it's quite tricky. Over there is Helm Crag. You can just about make out it looks faintly like an old lady playing the organ. And then we're going up the hillside here, and you can see Raise Beck as we're going up there. So we hoping to get to Helvellyn early afternoon if possible. So we'll catch up with you later, guys. Bye for now. Okay, so here we are at Grisdale Tarn. It's about 11 o'clock now. So we've done approximately half of the climbing. You can see Fairfield just there, and over there is Seat Sandal, and then Dollywagon Pike is up there somewhere, and beyond. So this really is a lovely view from here. It's pretty warm but not too hot yet. If I swing round, you may be able to see this. Maybe I have to pick out some guy who's decided to bicycle up Dollywagon Pike. You may or may not be able to see him there. Good luck with that. So we're going to press on, and we'll review the situation again when we get to Dollywagon. Over and out. Dollywagon Pike. Technically this is number 101. It's 12:30 now. No, technically this is number 100. And over, if I go over this side, there's Michaela, and there's High Crag, and then Nethermost Pike, and then the Devil itself that we'll be reaching in a little while, Helvellyn. Big slog up to Dollywagon, but we've made it, so that's, in a sense, it's mission accomplished, but obviously we're going to go on from here. So there's quite a large party just arriving, so we'll sign off there and catch up with you later. And here we are. Here is just there is the summit of Nethermost Pike. So this is out of the 16 in the challenge, this is number 17, and 101 since turning 70. Just up there is Helvellyn. Over there is, you can see, is Striding Edge, which of course we're not doing. In the distance there is Catsicam, and Squirrel Edge will be behind Helvellyn and between there. The sun's come out again, although the clouds are threatening. We're looking down, you can see Ullswater, I think, in the distance there. If I swivel round, well, we've got almost all the Lake District really stretched out before us. So we're going to Helvellyn is just up there, so we shouldn't take too long to reach that. It's 20 past 1 now, so with a bit of luck we'll be there by 2 o'clock, and I will call back and see you then. Okay, so here we are on the Helvellyn plateau. I think if I try to do that round there, you can see the, no, you can't see the tarn, or you can't see the trig, but the summit, true summit, is over there. You can probably see red, I think you can see red tarn here. I should explain, all I can see is reflection. I think you can probably make out from there Ullswater in the distance. You can see part of Swirl Edge down there and part of Striding Edge down there, both of which we avoided, and Red Tarn directly in front of us. So we've got here, it's 2 o'clock on Tuesday. So this was number 18 out of 16. We've completed the challenge and gone just a little bit further. It's been a relatively straightforward climb up. It's a little bit, had to do a bit of scrambling up Raised Beck near the beginning, but otherwise fairly straightforward, and the views are just sensational. If I swivel round, I'm having to be a bit careful. You can see most of the Lake District around there. I think it's too numerous to enumerate everything. The clouds are coming down. It is now quite cloudy, which is fortunate because it means it's not so hot. But I mean, this is just sensational. What we can see, just about everything. There's Catsty Cam there. There's Birkhouse Moor over there. There's the Ullswater Fells over there, and just I don't go too near the edge, but just on the other side there is Whiteside. So you've more or less got the whole of the Lake District in view from this plateau. Just amazing. So that's it. When we get back down, we'll have a final chat, and we'll give you the statistics. Michaela will be doing her usual report, and so now we're going to the shelter and we're going to have some lunch before I get eaten by all these flies. That's what. So, talk to you later. This is an extra little bit of video here. We're about halfway down from Helvellyn, which is just up there. Yeah, there we are, and we're halfway down, and we've come to this nice little spot. It's about 4 o'clock, and we realised we hadn't eaten the cake. So, I mean, what choice did we have? So we've stopped here. I mean, what a lovely view of Thirlmere. You may be able to see bits of the road just on this side, and again looking up, there's a Lake District all around. What a gorgeous place the Lake District is. There we are, going right up there. Wainwright himself described the Lake District as a little bit of heaven fallen down upon the earth, and here it is in microcosm. Just thought you might like to see this a little bit. We'll catch up with you finally when we get to the bottom at Wiseburn Church. Over and out. Okay, so we're back down at Wiseburn Church where we've parked the car. We started the day by parking here. We caught the bus to Dunmail Raise, and then we walked to the Dunmail Raise Beck and up. We went up Raise Beck, which was an interesting climb, but a good one with lots of good views up to Dollywagon Pike. We then carried on the walk to Nethermost Pike. Once we got up onto the Dollywagon Pike, the plateau, it was relatively straightforward after that. So we called in at Nethermost Pike, and then we carried on until Helvellyn. Not all that many people about today. Hasn't been really hot until this last mile coming back. We've got back at 5 o'clock. It's still Tuesday, so we're slightly ahead of schedule. So the Wainwright Challenge is now complete. I think it's fair to say that Michaela and I are both pretty shattered now. So we're just taking a slight rest before I think Michaela is now going to embark on the 45-minute drive back to our resting place, which is near Wigton. Quite a nice town if you've never been there before. So the challenge was to do the 16 Wainwrights and take us up to 100 since turning 70. In fact, we've done 102. I have to say that on the way there and on the way back, I haven't encountered anyone of even remotely resembling my age. I think it's fair to say. Everybody seems so terribly young, but the important thing, and one of the reasons which keeps me going, is I get tired of the fact that old people get written off and we're assumed we're all sort of past it and can't do anything and are rather stupid. It continues to annoy me. So keep fit and keep active is the way to do it. I've now done 127 in total of the 214 Wainwrights. I haven't completely given up hope of completing 214 one day, but as I'm now 74, I might run out of years if I'm not careful, but I shall endeavour to keep going. So thank you to all those who've contributed, raised money. It's not too late, and it will go to Sheffield Oratorio Chorus and of course Bakewell Choral Society for the promotion of choral music and the high standards that we set for ourselves. I might just add that at the top of I can't remember which one, it might have been Helvellyn, probably was, there were a group, I overheard a group of music teachers who'd gone up there discussing the state of music, deplorable state of music education in schools at the moment. I nearly joined in, but I'm past all that now. So there we are. Thank you thank you for listening, thank you for your support. May we continue together into the future. Bye for now.